Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Breaking news. Nigerian government will make immigration unattractive for doctors. Minister of Health. My dear, I want to laugh first of all. We have a long way to go in this country, a very long way. Did you hear the Minister of Health? It's a good thing. I appreciate your tenacity. Thinking in this line. It's good because if we have our doctors, more lives will be preserved. But guess what? The best are just moving. Once they write their IELTS, once they write their English exam, they are gone. It's not just doctors, so Mr. Minister of Health, nurses, healthcare professionals, the what's it called now, technocrafts, the good ones. In case you don't know, recently two young men, I would say, that finished from Babcock University, made an app that you guys in this country and your SARS will say that they are Yahoo boys. They made an app that American company is buying from them with millions of dollars. Genuine. Not cybercrime, nothing. They finished from University of Babcock. They did not go abroad to school like you send your children, okay? This one's finished from Babcock University here in Nigeria. Babcock University. The app they made, another company is finding it as a rival app that they allow this app to go quickly. They are buying it from them with millions. Two Nigerian boys, two joined together, and you say it's not just so. Please, you guys are very myopic in your reasoning. It's not just doctors. We are losing good people. Let's continue and hear what he has put together that will make doctors not want to travel. The Minister of Health, Dr. Osagi, said federal government will do everything possible to discourage doctors from leaving the country. He said the government will provide the necessary incentives to make immigration unattractive for doctors. Dr. Osage said this on Friday in Abuja after inspecting work on the new cancer center at the national headquarters Hospital Abuja. I have heard the challenges of doctors leaving the country. We have plans to provide better funding for our hospitals in Nigeria and make such immigration unattractive, he said. The minister also said that the hospital performed well during the peak of the COVID-19 pandemic in the country, pledging that the government will do everything possible to ensure that doctors will prefer to remain and work in Nigeria rather than travel overseas. Speaking further, the minister advised the health management to spend wisely, promptly maintain the facility when completed, and seek alternative sources for funding. He praised the hospital administration for its prompt service to patients and advised them to be prepared for a possible resurging of the COVID-19 pandemic as other countries are experiencing a second wave. Schools are resuming. People are traveling in and out of the country, so we must be prepared for emergency, he warned. Also speaking, the chief medical director of the hospital, Dr. Jeff Maho, indicated that the hospital has introduced incentives to encourage medical personnel to stay in the country. We are working on that to make sure that they don't leave. We are working and looking at their salaries and everything to make sure they stay. I will just quickly tell you, do you know how much a doctor receives in Nigeria? I'll just quickly say it. A doctor is receiving 100,000, at most 200,000. Do you know how much that is in pounds? Yes? So let's say, for argument's sake, say £100 is 50,000 naira. Okay, so 200 pounds is 200,000 naira is 400 pounds. Okay, that is British currency. I'm going to do British and America. You know how much an average a training doctor receives in the UK? That's United Kingdom. 2,500 pounds. Convert that to naira. That's 1 month's salary, is not per annum. How do you match it? Then let's go to America. My dear, let's leave matter for Matthias, like they will commonly say. So how are you matching it? Doctors that you guys disregard. You brought up China's into this country. We don't know where they are. They've disintegrated into Nigerian soil. Presently, you said they were coming to help in COVID-19. We knew when they came. We did not know when they left to. That is still a matter for another day. You guys have to give us up to date. At some point, you guys were not turning the ball, saying they did not come to visit us. They were not my visitors. They were whatever. That's the country that you are in. No accountability, nobody checking. There is nothing going on in this country. Nada. Nada. And yet they are facing the youth, that the youth are the ones, making trouble. They are the one that went to do NSAS. I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. Can you see that we don't have a vision to really move this nation forward? He came there to speak elaborately. Let me just tell you, for instance, House of Rep members are receiving 13 million per annum. If you make doctor's salary like that, just House of Rep, not senators, we're not talking about 39 million a month, not per annum, a month. So those are the greedy people you are feeding with your country's money. That's why the country cannot move forward. They can't do road. They must pay them their salary. So if you can make doctors like that, I trust you. I told you just now, we're just using Great Britain to compare. That salaries doctor, a training doctor, not yet a professional, not yet a gynecologist, not yet an optician, just a training doctor going through all the words, going through, emergency, children, general autopsies, just going through the general world, is receiving minimum after tax. After tax. Okay, after tax. £2,500. So how much is that in naira? Millions of naira. About 1.5, 2 million thereabouts. I don't want to use the whole time to calculate it for you. Okay, so you say you want to give them incentive to make them stay. I'm telling you, I put it to you, go and investigate. If you think I'm lying, please find out and correct me. I mean, we'll learn every day, yeah? So I don't have a problem with you telling me, madam, you made a mistake. Some people have corrected me and I've sent them a message, thumbs up, and saying thank you. We'll learn, okay? Nobody get and don't get and finish. Nobody. We are all learning. If you say you don't want to learn from anybody, go and check yourself. You have pride. So my people, that is what it is. How are they going to keep the doctors when they've not finished, feeding the greed of our politicians? Answer the question. Leave me a comment. God bless you. Bye for now.